Hello again. First, Britain's power deadlock, and with the go slow due to start at dawn tomorrow, there seems little hope of any last-minute settlement. Hospitals throughout the country are preparing emergency plants for operating theatres and casualty units. The first crisis will come at 7 tomorrow morning when factories start up again after the weekend close down. No one can say whether householders will be affected, but voltage reductions, if they have to be made, could affect cookers, heaters, lights, TVs and radios. The Russians have told America that they will release very soon the 2 remaining American airmen whose plane was shot down over East Germany 12 days ago. The 3rd member of the crew was released yesterday. A move to dethrone the world heavyweight boxing champion Cassius Clay. It comes from the World Boxing Association in America, who accuse him of contract irregularities and say he's acted to the detriment of the boxing world. In Switzerland, a rescue team today finally reached 4 climbers who spent the past 4 nights marooned on a small ledge 13,000 feet up a peak near Zermatt. But only 3 of them have reached hospital in Zermatt. The last stage of the rescue was by helicopter, and bad weather is preventing the rescue of the 4th man. Paddy Farrell, the jockey who broke his spine in the Grand National yesterday, was said tonight to be off the danger list, but a hospital spokesman added that he's still seriously ill. The property millionaire Jack Cotton died in the Bahamas last night. He was 61 and went to Nassau last December after doctors had ordered a complete rest. Motor racing, the Sebring 12-hour race in Florida was won by Ferraris. They took the top 3 places. The first Ferrari, driven by Britain's Mike Parkes and Italy's Umberto Malioli, covered a record new distance of 1,112 miles at an average speed of over 92 miles an hour. That's all.
Good evening. Hello. Yo, I am David Babcock. Sorry, that news guy caught me off guard. I'm going to have a bloody word with him. Welcome to what I can only describe as a very special episode of Cock at Night, as we go into the chemistry lab of science. And to indicate the fact that we are now a science station, here it is. There's the science. On tonight's show, in the first hour of the show tonight, I don't think we landed on the moon. Fight me. Einstein wasn't a genius, he just took silly pictures. And also, is gravity overrated? This is Cock at Night, and I'm David Babcock. The news guy annoyed David, and I was saying like David. Alright. Yeah, watch out. If you annoy me, I kill you. But not literally, because that'd be murder. So, I hope you've all had a nice 24 hours rest since the last episode of this. I've lost a glass of frame, so I'm a bit wonky tonight. But we'll be alright. And so we've got science, okay? And just like yesterday, remember, every show now we do a word of the day. What's the word going to be for the science? The test tube is actually quite annoying. Well, it's science. You can't get rid of it. That's the only science that I've got. Right? The word of the day, obviously, for the science show is science. And if we go over to our guys and gals at Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, here we are. Just going to screw this up. There you go. That's the word of the day. Science. Let's just get rid of that. Maybe I need that to go beep, 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 beep. Right, okay. Let's just put that there. There we are. Beautiful. So, if you want to use this as your syllabus for the kiddywinks, why are your glasses broken again? Because I keep buying cheap ones. It's not Specsavers. Yeah. You should have it drop into a shredder. Well, I keep getting on at the guys and gals at, Lucas's mob, but they're not that keen on working with me for some reason. And it's quite expensive. That cost me £500, that effect. This bloody test tube, I can't even tell you how much that is, but needless to say, it's a lot. So, on the show, yeah, all those things. I've got loads of things coming up. It's going to be really packed 2 hours. We're on until midnight. There's a bit more kind of straight shooting. Evening, everybody, by the way, in the chat. We've got some text coming through here. I can see my texts here. It's even, everybody. Did you Google test tube GIF on Google? No. I went on YouTube. Yeah, it's this little sausage that I can't seem to put my hand through. Oh yeah, because of my camera. That's fine. It cost me £1,000. So pretty tough. If you want to talk to me and take me on some of these subjects, such as I don't think we landed on the moon, fight me. Don't tell me I can't breathe underwater, e.g. dolphins. And could we put a pipe up to the sun to get energy? If you want to take me on, that's me Skype, up there. This is a science special, and I am David Babcock. So first up, listen guys. Oh, United by Fate, 3 months, bloody hell, welcome to the 3 Club. Welcome. Ah, thank you very much. Welcome. Welcome to the 3 Club. It's an almost exclusive club where there's lots of people. I don't believe we landed on the moon. And here's my hypothesis. Part of his. Damn it. It's my nothing as well. Look at that. Joining the 3 Club. Welcome in. I mean, stay continued welcome. Continued welcome in my fold. I'm going to do that now, so don't forget. Welcome. It's my nothing. Thank you so much. Tier 2 as well? What? I didn't see that. Bloody hell, it's my nothing. Well done. Hat doth the sweatband to you. Bloody hell, 3 months. We're in the money. It's money like that allows me to pay £1,000 for effects like this. So keep it coming in, guys. Right. I don't think we landed on the moon. And my hypothesis behind that is, have we been back since? It's saying me that in 1969, when we still had candles instead of electricity, they sent a rocket up to the bloody moon. And my third hypothesis is the moon's miles away. You couldn't even reach there if you tried. Shy talk, you lunatic. Right, this has to stop. I'm very grateful for that shy talk, and that's ridiculous. Thank you so much. But you're all giving me too much for the... I actually feel guilty for the shite output that I'm giving for all of the nice, generous gifts. So please, and that's very nice, shy talk, and you're a very nice person, and thank you very much. It's very nice. But stop it now, because this isn't going to get any better. And the rewards I'm getting for it are giving me wrong ideas. Because I'm thinking, so what you're telling me is I can do jack all effort and get rewards. Oh, that's good. I know I'm your real dad, but... Oh, you're not real... Oh, ooh, I've got news for you, Shy Talk. You can buy a second beaker. I could do that. Shall I get on the blower to George Lucas? See if we can have a second beaker. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Hello, George. George, it's Babcock. No chance we could have a second beaker for the old streamy poos, is there? And as if by magic, we are cooking on onions tonight, people. Brilliant. Top stuff. We are 2 beakers. Hey, Jimmy, don't stop it. Please, please. No, I'm being serious. Please, that's so kind. Thank you so much. But stop now. Stop right now. Thank you very much. I've had too much of your bloody stuff. Hey you, I am really lazy. Are you gonna send me loads of money and I'm crazy? All that kind of stuff. Right, Super says stop. We've got 2 beakers. We are cooking on onions tonight. Right, please. That's it now. Stop, okay? No more bits, no more subscriptions. I don't want anything. And if anyone does it, and this isn't just me going, I'll tell you off if you... I've just said don't do it. And you've just gone ahead and done it. The taxman's going to be on my arse. I can't earn this much money. This is meant to be a science special, and all I'm doing is telling you off. Dan, thank you. And I say it to him through gritted teeth. Thank you. That's very kind. But I don't want any more of your hard-earned money. This isn't worth it. Look at this later. I've got a little picture of Stephen Hawking there. That's what you're getting later. It's not worth the money. Buy some sweets. Have a kebab. Don't give me money for this. I'm sat in a bloody...
Babcock, you get your bits out always.
That's all right, but No. Stop. Stop. I'm going to move on, and I'm not going to... How does the fella... No, ignore Hawking. We've got a tribute to him later, because I've just found out he died. Mr. Bro thinks you're an incel. Yeah. Right on. We've got a call coming in. Let's hope you can hear him. Call, are you through to Cock at Night?
Hello, David. Once again, you're asking the wrong question.
What?
Because of course we've been to the moon.
Is this Pete? Is this Pete?
It's Pete.
Yeah.
Hi.
Where's
Hi.
your chat show?
I mean, I don't have one.
Oh.
Because I can just ring up yours
Hype
and make
train.
the points I want to.
Oh, well...
On that.
Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable for a person who doesn't either shut up or put up.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying we've been to the moon. That's not the question we should be asking.
Have we?
Dirt.
Yeah.
Have
obviously.
we? Have we?
Yeah. No, we have.
Prove it. Have you been to the moon?
No. But this
Ah.
is my point, right? Because only 24 people have been to the moon,
Right.
and we haven't been back since December 1972.
Right.
So the question you should be asking is not, did we go to the moon? Because yes, we did. That's not up for debate.
It is up for
The
debate,
question
and that's what
is-
I'm
it's-
debating it.
Yeah. The question you should be asking is, why haven't we gone back since 1972?
We haven't been there at all, in my opinion.
Well, again, you can't argue with science.
Well, I can argue, and I am. This is a science special, and I'm arguing.
I mean, you're a science special, but
Well, that's childish.
you're
Ooh,
childish.
That's a bit of a low level for you, Peter. I thought you were intelligent.
I am. Anyway, 1972, 2 words, Cyber Men.
You are obsessed with Doctor Who.
Someone's got to be.
What you're coming at? You're coming at me with a fluffy rug, and you chuck it on my face, and you're rubbing it all on my face, and you go, nah. We did not go to land on the moon in 1967, and that is my opinion.
No, you're right, we didn't. We landed on the moon in
Thank you.
1969.
Right, well, I got the year wrong. The point is, the point is, we didn't go there, and you weren't there. Were you in the space shuttle?
No, I wasn't born.
Right, so how the devil do you know that we went there?
Because I've seen the footage.
Right, I've just put something on my desk. What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't
Dildo?
know? Why don't you know?
I can't see the footage.
Ah, because you weren't there. Here.
Right, so you're saying that you did something, but I can't know it.
You can't prove
that
it
doesn't apply
happened
to the
because you
po-
weren't
'cause the-
there.
Well, they're not saying that they did something and you don't know it. They're saying they did something and you're trying to say it didn't happen, which is nonsense.
I could film myself putting this TV remote on the desk, okay? And I could show it you, and then I could say,
Go on, then.
what have I just put on my desk? And you'd say, a TV remote. When actually, I've played you a video, and I've actually put Henry on the... I've actually put Henry on the desk. Oh. Silence is golden.
I mean, this is shock jock tactics.
It's unravelling, isn't it, Pete?
Oh, I'm David Gunn.
Ooh, Pete can't prove it. Nobody can prove it.
Putting the fader down so you can't. I'm David Gunn.
You're not David Gunn, you're Pete, and you're wrong. We did not land on the
You're
moon.
David Gunn.
I'm not David Gunn, I'm David Babcock. You did not do it, and we didn't land there. You can't prove it. What's that?
What's what?
That was a space noise.
I think that's the hype train.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Alistair, stop it. Naughty. Everybody, Pete, tell him to stop giving me stuff. I don't deserve it.
Yeah, he really doesn't deserve it, Alistair.
It's not just a thing, is it? I actually don't. The level of effort...
No,
I wrote this down, the whole show, in about 5 minutes. And they're treating me like I'm a... Are you there?
because we went to the moon.
You're
And we haven't been back since 1972 because of the Cybermen invasion.
Right, thank you, Pete.
Thanks.
It's childish. Here we go. Here's a expert, right? From the Apollo moon missions, there are 8,400,000 publicly available photos, thousands of hours of video footage. There we go. You're through to David Cock at night. Oh, I can see you. Do you know I can see you?
Yeah, I don't know how to change it off.
That's fine. I'll not look. Do you think we landed on the moon?
Oh, hang on. Let me take that. No.
Good. Why?
Because USA
Mm-hmm.
and Russia were in a race.
Yes.
And USA wanted to kind of be like, we got there first.
Sorry, who's calling? Say your name.
It's Super Caesar.
Of course it is. Carry on.
And they wanted funding. NASA wanted funding. So they faked it so they could keep getting funding.
Right.
And Hitchcock definitely directed the landing.
Hitchcock, indeed. Yes. The famous what was it? The Shining you did?
I think so. The birds, all that kind of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've heard that too. And also, we'd barely had electricity. You can't send a big bloody rocket up at that age.
I think they might have had electricity at that stage.
Well, you didn't have Tony Blair, or I don't know what I'm saying.
How can you call yourself a
we
ghost
didn't have
hunter
like
then?
Rihanna, I guess, back then, did we? So
Yeah.
she
And
wasn't helping.
you're telling me I've seen Thunderbirds. Those puppets were rubbish.
Yeah,
And
but I guess they had petrol, didn't they? They could drive cars,
Yeah,
so
but you
a lot
can't.
of petrol.
You can't drive a car to the moon. It's literally impossible.
True. Anyway, I'm agreeing with you. I don't think we went.
Thank you very much, Super Zezza. Good to have someone on my side.
Goodbye.
How? Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's so obvious. I can see so many fools in the chat, and I'm going to call you fools, for that is what they are. Fools. Here we go. Corley, you're through to Cock at night. I'm on a roll. Go on.
All right, it's Barney the dinosaur.
Oh, hello, Barney. How old are you?
Quite old.
Right.
I want to tell you about how my best mate, Big Bird, almost died going into space
When?
on the Challenger.
Go ahead.
They were going to put Big Bird in the Challenger,
Right.
and they didn't because they couldn't fit the bird in the Challenger, so they put a teacher in there instead. And Big Bird could have died, and you are rude for besmirching the good name of NASA.
I'm not besmirching the new name in NASA. What I'm doing is offering an alternative to what you lot, you fools, have been spoon-fed by them upstairs. And by them upstairs, I mean Jesus and I mean God.
His name isn't pronounced Jesus, it's Jesus. And he's
Jesus,
Mexican,
I
and that's
apologise.
very racist.
I
about my upstairs
apologise for
neighbour.
being racist. I apologise, okay? But the fact remains, we could barely get a car rolling up a hill in 1967. Are you telling me we sent a space astronaut up into the sky 5,000 miles away and landed on a different planet, the moon?
I may just be a hoity-toity human in a dinosaur suit that is a star of stage and screen, but I'm telling you, Sunshine, that we went to the moon. I saw it on that Transformers film. Megatron chased after some astronauts. It happened. I
I've seen
saw it.
Jurassic Park, but dinosaurs never existed.
What?
Listen, the point is... listen, guys. We're getting out of hand here. The point is, Barney the dinosaur, Neil Armstrong has admitted on tape, and I've seen it, it was in a handbag, like one of them little hidden recordings, okay? He said... I've got the audio recording. Do you want to hear it?
No, I want to pull you back, Sunshine.
Don't pull me back, you
I'm pulling you
pervert.
right back. What was that you said about dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs don't exist.
And what am I?
Well, you're a dinosaur, yeah, big purple one, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, well, I was-
exactly. So maybe if you're wrong about that, you're wrong about space.
Yeah, well, you're a big purple idiot.
Well, I'm still a dinosaur.
Do you want to hear the clip of Neil Armstrong saying that he didn't even go to space?
No, I want to see the clip of Neil Armstrong punching out that report after accusing him of not going to
That
space.
was Buzz Aldrin. Get your facts right. Here we go. Here's the clip. It's an exclusive clip to Cock at Night of Neil Armstrong admitting that he never went to space.
Yeah, all those bloody idiots turning around going to space. Yeah, that's one small step for stupid idiot, one small step for man, absolute fucking asshole. I didn't go to space, I was in the toilet at the time. And that rocket, that was made out of cardboard. I didn't poo on it afterwards just because all those idiots were stupid. I didn't even go to space.
Right, well that was
I think
clearly
did you hear
Chuck
it?
Winkle hitting a bong.
I don't think that was Chuck Winkle. That was Neil... allegedly, that was Neil Armstrong recorded in the toilet at Armstrong Ranch in 1996. And I think the proof is there that he says that the spaceship was made out of cardboard and he did a poo on it.
Was he eating a hamburger at the time?
I think he was eating a hamburger, yes.
This is fake news, David. This is beneath you.
You're beneath me and I'm doing a poo on your chest.
You bloody wish.
Cleveland steamroller.
Oh, you love me to have a glass table on me at the moment, wouldn't you?
You're obsessed
But
with glass
no,
tables.
I'm
Tell you
a bloody
what, for a
dinosaur.
dinosaur, you're a bit of a pervert, mate.
Well, you know, the 90s were a heady time in filmland.
Right.
Just see the things I did. Do you want to talk about the Teletubbies again and what I did to them?
I'm not talking about tubby custard ever again. You may laugh, but that was disgusting. Right.
Yeah, there's a reason why Oscar
Listen.
the Grouch lives in a bin now.
Oh, Jesus. This has got a line under it. We did not land on the moon in 1967. Fact. We are late for the adverts. I will speak to you bloody later, Barney the dinosaur.
I'll go tell you about why Snuffleup, because his trunk stinks.
Oh, he's a dirty dinosaur, isn't he? He's a dirty old dinosaur, isn't he? What a pervert. What an absolute pervert. I'm late for the adverts. Good God. This is Cock at Night. The facts are facts. After the break, best science experiment in school. Is gravity overrated? And don't tell me I can't breathe underwater. E.g. dolphins. This is Cock at Night. Unbelievable. Adverts.
River Phoenix is Jimmy Reardon.
I'm desperate.
He's got 24 hours to convince the one girl he loves that he's honest, faithful, and fully committed.
Do you love me?
You make me want to vomit.
Are you gonna think that of me for the rest of our lives?
It's gonna be a long night. A night in the life of Jimmy Reardon. From 20th Century Fox. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent. Starts Friday, February 26th at theaters everywhere. River Phoenix is Jimmy Reardon.
I'm desperate.
He's got 24 hours to convince the one girl he loves that he's honest, faithful, and fully committed.
Do you love me?
Neglected batteries do.
Step.
It's gonna be the life of Jimmy Reardon.
I think you two make the neatest couple.
From 20th Century Fox. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Chuck Yeager here. Old soldiers never die, but neglected batteries do. That's why I feel better with the Delco battery under the hood. Sealed tight and maintenance free, with plenty of startup power to handle cold winter nights.
Delco batteries and deep cycling Delco Voyager batteries. Land or sea, they're maintenance free. And now get up to $5 rebate on all Delco batteries. See your AC Delco retailer for details. But act soon. This offer ends December 19th, 1987.
Yo, we are back. What a spiky show it's been so far. Playing the dibbly-dibblies over there. In this next section, I think we've drawn a line under the old moon landing debate, and I won, okay? In the next section, best science experiment in school. What was yours? Is gravity overrated? I personally would love to fly like the birds. And don't tell me I can't breathe underwater. For example, dolphins. They're mammals. Why can't we do it? This is Cock at Night, and you're watching me on here. And we've got our first caller of the section. You're through to Cock at Night. What's your name, caller?
Alistair North.
Oh, hi. Oh, hello.
Okay, my surname. Never mind.
Oh, dear. Alistair South.
Yes.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm of an age where I was in secondary school in the 70s, Dave.
Yes.
And there was no health and safety, man. And this sort of mad chemistry teacher
Do you have a
decided
blowhole?
he would show how flammable phosphorus was.
Yeah.
White phosphorus, I think it was. And he sort of just put a bit of blotting paper on his bench and said, "Hey, look at this." And he took it out of the safety bowl and just put it, and it sort of erupted in flames.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, what did the classroom do?
Laughed.
They didn't say, "Oh, are you all right, Mr. Teacher?" We all burst out laughing.
Kids are evil.
I know. But anyway, you're doing a good job. But, I mean, I'm not sure about the moon. I'm undecided. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Bye-bye.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Brilliant. Top stuff, Alistair. This is Cock at Night. I'm after your best science experiment in school. Mine was when we used to get the gas taps, turn them on, and lighted flint underneath them, and nearly blow the classroom up. That was a brilliant. It wasn't officially a science experiment per se, but it was a lot of fun. I used to like all the things in science. You could get away with anything because it's like, oh, here's some dangerous things. Don't mess with them. What are you going to do? Mess with them. Other things I liked were, let me think. I liked osmosis, when we put some potatoes in sugar water and it showed what happens with osmosis. Bye. Why? Where are you going, Super Scissor? Yeah, the Bunsen burner flame trick, when you put it on the closed hole, I think it was, so the flame was almost invisible, and then someone had... But what do you mean terms of service? What's wrong with that? I'm not saying do it. Kids, if you... Because I said at the top of the show, if you might use this as your extracurricular activities, teaching your kids, don't mess with fire. Roger.
Hello, David.
Hello.
You're saying about is gravity overrated?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, gravity's not overrated.
For why?
Decent special effects. George Clooney and Sandra Bullock are pretty good in it.
Ah, yeah, Sarah.
Pretty decent film.
Yo, Sarah. For the record, Gravity is it's a shit film.
I liked it.
Well, some people like other things. Don't mean it's right. Dogging.
Yeah, well, some people like Dan Dixon, but that doesn't mean you say it's right.
I don't know who that is. Do you think you could breathe underwater if you tried really hard?
Probably not. I don't like swimming underwater.
No. No.
Don't.
And what was your best science experiment in school, Roger?
Best science experiment in school? God, I hated doing the experiments, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know they used to mess around with them gas. One of the teachers nearly half-filled classroom with poison gas.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I don't think it was closed right. They thingy. They have that like these special cabinet. They have this like special cabinet for doing like experiments like that in the releasing gas and stuff.
And did anyone die?
And it just stank.
Oh.
It just stank. It was awful.
But that's dangerous. Anyone out there, don't do that. Just have to.
And a few of my classmates had a habit of lighting the Bunsen burners. The gas taps on the desks.
Yes.
Lighting the taps.
Yes, I've seen that being done.
I've got a phobia of fire, and I hate it.
Oh God! Well, you really.
I've got a fire. I hated Bunsen burners.
Oh dear! Did you used to punch him?
I can remember. When they'd always have teacher would always have a Bunsen burner on, and you get them long, thin, like wooden stick things.
Flints.
Yeah, I can't remember what the car.
Flints. No, splints. Yeah. No, what are they called? No, because
those long and thin pieces of
splints. I think. No,
splints.
flint.
Yeah,
splints.
I think you might. think you might be right there, but I said
Yeah.
it's been a long, long time since I went to school.
No, well, yes. Hey, Roger, thank you for calling me.
No worries, David.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Plinths, that's the one. Spliffs. Oh yeah, smoking a doobie. Here we are. Hello, you through to...
Hello.
Yes? I never said you through to
Hello.
Roger then, it's me, David. You through to David?
Hello, it's Callum.
Hi, Callum.
Hi.
I thought you were called Connor, you're confusing me.
I know.
What was your best science experiment in school?
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to find science boring as it was, and the practicals we used to do, they weren't that interesting. But there's one that sticks in my mind because of something that I did, and I caused a girl to freak out over it.
Freak out?
Yeah.
Ah.
So we had to dissect frogs' legs because the school couldn't afford the full frog.
Right.
And so it was just the bottom half of a frog. And we were meant to dissect it, and then so there's me and partner Jontas, and then next to us the other pair of partners was Eloise, and I can't remember the other girl's name.
Eloise.
But anyway, they were just working away, and then we hadn't cut into ours yet, and I just picked up these frog's legs, and I just leant over the desk.
Put them on your chin and went, I'm dancing, I'm dancing. All right.
Yeah, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
You put them on your chin like that?
Oh, no. No, I thought you said something. No, across over the desk, it was like they're walking towards her. And so at first she just gave me a weird look for that.
Why did you do that?
It's just frog's legs. You have to just pick them up
So far, you've pissed on your cousin, you've gone trick-or-treating and shat yourself, and now you're walking along to the girl that you fancy with frog's legs.
It gets worse.
I'm beginning to worry about you, Callum. Connor, go on.
So I picked them up, and I just bent across the desk, and then across the desk I made little frog's legs walk over to across the desk.
Right.
And then she gave me a funny look for that, and then I went back and started. We had to write something down in our books. I can't remember. And then I thought, right, because I was a little shit back then.
Oh my god.
So I picked up the frog's legs, and I pretended like I was going over to get another pair of goggles from the wall. And as I walked over, I sat the frog's legs on top of her shoulder, and I left them.
You were a bully, Connor.
And then they dropped her. So she obviously turned her head to see what was on her shoulder. And as she did that, they fell onto the desk. She let out the most almighty scream.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, I got told to stand outside the front of the class for that.
I'd have given you 5 of the best.
Oh god! Oh, that was brilliant.
I thought I was weird.
I failed one of my science GCSEs.
I'm not surprised. What did you do? Shag a bloody pig's head? Ugh. Oh, David Cameron. Allegedly.
Yeah. Someone once tried to burn my science book over a Bunsen burner.
Good.
But they didn't do it.
It's the least you deserve. What they should have done was burn your science book and then put some frog's tits on your eyes and say, hey, titty goggles, titty goggles, titty goggles.
Just hover it over a Bunsen burner.
Right.
But that was about it. Also, do you know that the moon is an egg?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Is gravity overrated?
I mean, I'd rather be stood on the earth than floating up towards the sky, to be honest with you.
No, because you can grab onto trees and wires and things like that and stop you. I'd love to be able to fly, and if this damn bloody gravity had stopped with its incessant bully... I'm still talking, I'm still talking, and this damned incessant gravity won't keep pulling me down to Ferriterma, I'd be out there with the birds.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Eagle. I'd be called Eagle Babcock, and everyone would go, oh, there comes Eagle Babcock again, and I'd go, Caw!
You know. Did you listen to that thing, by the way?
No, I did. I listened to a bit of it. Go away, you frog.
Listen to all of it.
I'll listen to you in a minute, frog boy.
Bloody mid-40s.
Yeah. Callum, you've made me come over all a quiver. Right. What about when you're asleep? Anchor yourself. Yeah, just like tie your legs to some poles or something. There's ways round it. Oh, these are great stories, by the way, coming in the chat. Let's just read a couple of them out. The only excitement that happened at my school was when Paul Johnson shat himself in English and the guy next to him tried to waft the smell away with 2 pieces of toast. Brilliant. I loved school. Brilliant. Why was there toast on the table, though? That's the question I'd ask. I accidentally gassed the school hamsters. Of course you did. Oh, dear. What a world. This is meant to be bloody educational. My mate put his head over a Bunsen burner while Hair on Fire ran round doing Joey Deacon impressions. Oh, I bet Joey Deacon was a character in your school. I don't know who that is. Let's have a look here. I recall having to throw plastic army figures off a fire escape to test the best shape for parachutes. That was science at primary school. Yeah, primary school was mainly crying for me. Oh, sorry, bit of burp, bit of wind. Yes, there we are. I think we're done on that. So best science experiment, and I think so far it's just bringing back bad memories for everybody. Cross that one out. Gravity Overrated, I think, is a top one. I think it's a top stuff. Great tune, Eagle by ABBA. Check it now. Oh, do you work for bloody Benny, Bjorn, Antonita and Adfrede? Good God. Who are the freaks talking about bloody sandwiches? Get them banned. They're boring. Get them out of here. Jesus Christ. I mean, once or twice is alright, but once you get ignored once, surely you give up. Dear me. You still watch, though. You just can't chat because you're boring. Gravity is overrated, in my opinion. I've seen the birds flying up there, giving me the eye, going, ha ha, you can't do this. And if there was no bloody gravity, A, most of them would float off into the atmosphere and burn up, and B, I'd be up there with them, and I'd go, you think I'm boring, dear? You think I can't fly? Well, I've got news for you. I'm here now, and I'm going to make your life hell. And that's me talking to a pigeon. Because they're all up there. They're all up there just slagging me off. I can hear them. I can hear them. Joey Deacon was a disabled guy. I don't know. Who's Joey Deacon? I'm not jealous of pigeons. Yeah, Pete, yeah. I usually ignore him because when they're just talking... Oh. Hello, you're through too. Cock at night.
Hello, David.
Oh, for Jesus Christ.
It's Dan Dixon, one of the top 5 alien hunters in the UK right now.
You're in the bath, Dan, aren't you?
I'm in the bath. I haven't finished my opening yet. I'm also one of the top 5 David Babcock friends.
Well, you're not.
What?
Never even met you.
But we've got so much in common.
We've got
David.
nothing in common. I've heard about you.
What have you heard, David?
What did I heard?
Yeah.
I heard, did I, that you are a vagrant and you do nasty things with shopping bags.
Excuse me, David.
I've heard that, Dan. I've heard that. What have you got to talk about today? Come on.
Well, apart from me in the bath washing my penis after yesterday...
Oh, God.
You've got to keep it clean, David. That's
no, stop talking about your cock, please. Stop talking about your cock. Is gravity overrated?
Well, I'm not talking about that, David. I'm talking about something else right now. David, we've got so much in common. I want us to join forces.
Where are you from? Your accent's all over the place.
Queen, it's Dan Dixon.
It's not. I'm from the UK, but I also travel over to America sometimes to visit Area 51.
You sound like a... Right, go on.
Let's join forces, David.
No.
You know how I talk to aliens?
It's a quick answer. No. Next.
You know how I talk to aliens, David,
right.
from our willy hole?
Well, aliens don't exist, but carry on.
Excuse me. You'll find out they do exist, David.
Go on.
Because you know how you talk to ghosts through your bum hole.
I don't talk to them. I don't just bend over and whap me bum cheeks and go, hello, I'm Bottom Babcock. What I do is the spirits enter me through an orifice, usually the bum hole, and take control of my body. That's quite different to talking out of your penis hole.
Well, I thought that
surely there's not much movement. Surely you just go, hello, hello. You can't open the penis.
David loves a bit of Dan Dixon.
No, I don't.
I don't criticise your work. You shouldn't criticise my work. But I was thinking you could find out for yourself that aliens exist if I draw an alien message into my penis hole.
Into it? What?
And, and deposit it into your bum hole, then you would be able to talk to aliens.
That's verging on sexual assault.
Would you not like that, David?
No, I
That's a
bloody
new
wouldn't.
frontier for you.
No, I bloody wouldn't, actually.
You sure now?
I'm sure now.
Okay, I'll leave you to it then, David.
Can you just... Oh, this would be quite good, actually. Can you just do a little science experiment for me, Dan?
Okay.
We're just wondering...
This bath's getting colder and I've got my penis.
Right, stop talking about your cock. We're just wondering whether, because we're mammals, that we can breathe underwater like dolphins. Could you just test that for me, please?
Okay, but it might break my phone, but I'm going to do it just for you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm taking the phone in with me.
Stay under there nice and long. That's
Hello?
it. Right, stay under there nice and long. Oh, he's gone. I think I've just killed someone. This is Cock at Night. What an unusual character. This is Cock at Night, where we cover the news more than you have ever had hot dinners. After the break, we're moving on from all that. It was disturbing. I thought we could get more traction out of Don't Tell Me I Can't Breathe Underwater, e.g. dolphins, but there we are. After the break, we're going to do Could We Put a Pipe Up to the Sun to Get Energy? And What's the Coldest Thing? And also, in our R Blank Evil series, we're doing R Oxygen Evil. This is Cock at Night. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, you through? I'm just going to the break.
Greetings and salutations.
Hello, Dr. Bukaki.
This is very good. I've you on my new television at home.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
Could I ring you back after the adverts, please?
Yes, of course you can, Petal.
Beautiful. Oh. There he goes. This is Cock at Night. Oh, shit.
Winter's here. So how do you cope with a tough winter cold? Listen to Dennis Andrews.
When I feel terrible, I want something that's going to work quick. Alka-Seltzer Plus clears up my congestion, the pounding in my head, the runny nose. I hate the runny nose, the watery eyes.
That's Dennis Andrews for Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine.
It's a lifesaver for me because it gives me what I want. I want to feel good and I want to look good. And I stick with something that works.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds. Use as directed.
Tough winter colds. Here's how New England fishermen keep going.
When I catch a cold, it's a tough one, and the only thing that seems to help me is Alka-Seltzer Plus.
I get aches and pains, runny nose, nasally, and Alka-Seltzer Plus works every time.
When I get a cold, my head feels like it's 3 feet thick. Alka-Seltzer Plus helps break through, helps me get back on my feet.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds. Use as directed.
In a word, it works.
Hi, this is Rick Dees. Hey, listen, are you answering those phones?
Yeah, we got it.
We got everybody on the phone right now. That's what this show is about. It's called American Music Magazine, and it's 1 straight hour of the songs you have requested the most. Plus, we've got the hottest stars dropping by all the time. People like George Michael, the Pet Shop Boys, Whitney Houston, a whole lot more. Plus, our Dees telephone poll. Everything from advice on your love life to what you love and hate. Don't forget, it's an hour of the songs you've asked for by request. Rick Dees and great music right here.
Oh, well, that wasn't an advert. That'll do. That didn't really work, did it? Here we go. You're listening to Cock at Night. What are you clipping me for, please? No, I won't have that. I won't have that. On the show, in this last bit before we do the 11 o'clock news, which I must say for legal reasons isn't live news, it's old news, just historic. I don't know. Could we put a pipe up to the sun to get energy? We've sent a spaceship up there pretty close to it, so why can't we just get a pipe up there and then all of the world's energy problems would be solved? What's the coldest thing? I asked the question and you give me the answer for what the coldest thing is. And as part of our Are Blank Evil series, we ask the question, are oxygen evil? With our science theme in this science special. This is Cock at Night. I'm David Babcock. Join me, and here we go for the show. I'm getting better at that. Remember that as part of tonight's show, we've that's the wrong one. We've got the special effect here for all of you guys. The word of the day is, if you can see that, the word of the day is science. And as part of my special effects team rigging this up as we speak, if I just screw this up in a bloody ball and throw it at the screen. There you go. That's it. The word of the day is science. That's another 500 quid. Down the drain. Sensibilium, thank you for following me. Really, we're getting down to the arsehole of the not the next call is not an arsehole, sorry. No, we're getting down to the arsehole of the topic, as in we're getting right into, I don't know, I'm saying that sounds violent, isn't it? We're getting into it, right? We're getting into it, okay? We got a caller who called us before the break. We're going to ask him all of these questions, and he's actually medically trained, so we'll see how this works. Hello, you through to Cock at Night?
Greetings. I'm David.
Greetings, you are live on Cock at Night. What have you got to talk to us about?
Nothing much. I just thought I'd say the graphics are looking very good.
Thank you.
Your graphical people are very excellent.
Industrial Light and Magic at over there in Los Angeles, Australia.
Yes.
What's the coldest thing?
Whatever.
Yes.
Well, liquid nitrogen's probably pretty cold, I would have thought.
Do you think it's colder than like a really cold? You know, sometimes when it's snowing, right?
Yeah.
And you touch there's some snow and you touch it and it's been there for a while and it's really good. No, scrap that. You know when you go in the freezer and maybe it's been blocked up for a bit and there's like ice in it, and you have to chip it away and it's like really cold. Well, imagine that, but in Antarctica, and you're in there and you tunnel down to the coldest bit of snow that you can find, or ice.
Liquid nitrogen's colder than that.
Okay, big boy. What about that I just said, but in space?
Have you ever eaten yellow snow?
No, what's that?
Well, I did it as a bet once at university. So if someone wheezes in the snow, then it obviously goes yellow. And yeah.
You drank piss?
I did, but it was...
You're the sensible voice.
I know, but it's sort of, I ate piss, as it were, because it was obviously solidified. So I kind of ate piss.
Right.
Can you eat piss? I mean,
well, I'm not.
Well, why not?
Don't know about you. I'm not. I'm not having a piss smoothie.
Well, yeah. I mean, Celsius 2020 said yellow snow with a bit of mud. Is
that poo?
I presume that's what they're suggesting. I'm not saying that's the. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
I can't understand why such freaks and perverts are drawn to my show.
What do you think it is?
I think it's my coquettish nature. I think it's the fact that I deliver the hard, cold facts. And I think it's my honesty.
Well, you are very honest, because a lot of people wouldn't go and be so honest about, incidents involving, something that sucks.
Right. Why did you have to go to the Hoover incident?
Well, because it's about honesty, isn't it? It's that was a very honest thing to talk about.
Yeah,
I
think. You ate frozen piss.
I did. That's absolutely the case.
So,
on a more serious note, how are you after Mr. Lee thing?
We don't talk about private things on air. What are you, maniac?
A maniac. All right, that's good. I'm just checking you right.
I didn't call him a maniac. Whoa, strike that from the record. I just called you a maniac for raising it.
All right, I'm just checking.
Jesus Christ. The spotlights are on, guys. I don't talk about me piles and things like that. I'm not comparing him to. Could we put a pipe up to the sun to get energy?
What, to piles?
No, a pipe.
A pipe.
Could we put a pipe up to the sun to get energy?
No, we couldn't, because we do that by reflection and radiation, don't we?
No,
Hence
but
why
just
you've
say,
got-
right, just hear me out, actually, Mr. Science. Why can't we get a big power cable, like a massive one, right? Fly it up to the space, to the sun in a rocket, plug it in, and then just feed that puppy down here.
I like the idea, but the problem is the sun's going to be too hot and it's going to melt the rocket before it gets anywhere near.
No, you cover it in foil or something like that.
Oh, tinfoil, what, like a sort of turkey?
Yeah, Turkey, Australia, I don't know where you're going to launch it from. But the fact of the matter is, the cable will be made of diitride, which is the hottest resistant thing on Earth.
Right.
And so we could
But,
just
like,
channel...
How hot's the sun?
The hot sun, 100 degrees, isn't it?
I think it's a little bit warmer.
Celsius, 150.
It is a touch warmer. It's definitely a touch warmer. It's, yeah.
Regardless, diitride, which is hotter resistant than kettles, could plug straight into the sun, and there you go. Bish bash bosh.
I don't think it's going to work, David. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I think
okay.
It's melt before it gets out.
You're not going along with that one. Okay, so in our science special, in our R blank evil series, are oxygen evil?
Is oxygen evil?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay, why would oxygen be evil?
Because if you set fire to it, it can... Have you seen that Apollo tape?
Yeah, but it doesn't... Because oxygen's not flammable, is it?
Oxygen's not flammable?
No, it's not... Well, no, it is...
Excuse me?
Okay, it assists in something. So it makes a fire bigger. There's a bad word for it, but it makes a fire bigger. It isn't flammable in itself. It doesn't just self-combust.
But it's part of the problem. You know, you're basically saying Himmler wasn't evil via association. I'm saying that oxygen is the Himmler
That's it.
of the Third Reich.
That is it. You see? There's a guy in the chat. I can't read because it's like a dark blue.
Well, it's a
Feeds
woman,
the fire.
so there you've got piss snow on your face.
Oh, that's really bad. I'm sorry. He, she, or yeah, him,
Are
her.
Oxygen evil? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Gone. And that's as simple as it can be. If you want to be a debatist like me, all you have to have are the facts, general knowledge, and a platform. This is a science special. We've got a text coming in here from United by Fate. I think it's not evil, just easily corrupted and misunderstood. But again, that's kind of making excuses for it. If you put oxygen into a fire, it erupts. So, in my opinion, oxygen are evil. Dioxide, yeah? Death. Horrible stuff. Fire is a hot thing. And the three things you need to start a fire, right? Fuel, paper, and oxygen, okay? Oxygen is one of the things that starts fire. Just think of all those forest fires and all the fires that have killed people in the past, right? Twin Towers. Oxygen is the chuckling puppeteer of fire death. And I will not have anybody come on this show and say oxygen are not evil. Because quite frankly, without oxygen, things die. And no, with oxygen, things die. No, hang on. Without oxygen, things would not die. So, yeah. Sorry, got a text coming through. Oxygen is evil and shouldn't get the oxygen of publicity by being discussed so much on a Twitch phone-in radio show. You're quite right, St. Loud. I think I've had enough of talking about got a text coming in from Geeky Pete. Fires can't kill people in the past, only the present. Unless they are time fires, in which case all bets are off. You're quite right. Imagine if fire developed time travel. You just can't be careful, can you? If you can't see a fire burn, does it exist? Oxygen's in there. Don't you worry about that. Very good, Pikaki, yeah. Draft back, yeah. You put oxygen in a fire, woof, and nobody asked it to be that way, you know. If trees make oxygen and oxygen is evil, should we burn all the trees to be safe? I mean, am I saying that? Probably not, but it's a question, isn't it? If these trees are out there, trees are basically the propagandists of the Oxygen Third Reich, because they're out there dishing it out. And all those fires that start, the oxygen's probably come from trees. So do we cut it out of the root source? Literally? Do we just say no? Do we say no to oxygen? Liquid oxygen makes fire, and that can't be right. I can't understand the science behind it. How do you get liquid oxygen? Oxygen is in gas. Nice one, Super says it. If we can all... I mean, don't do this, because I would actually get in trouble. But I'm not going to say that, just on the safe side. You don't know who's watching. Trees are nasty. I think we had it in the show last night, actually. Are trees evil or overrated? One of the two. And I'm kind of going on the other side. Look at that little quiff I've got going on there. I think that's a bit of spit. Interesting. You die without it. You die with it. All these... Imagine if I come to you with a high pressured canister of oxygen and I blasted it in your face. It'd take your eyes out. And that's not me doing that. It's the gas. Oxygen is produced by an air separation unit, ASU, through liquefaction of atmospheric air and separation of the oxygen by continuous... The air then passes through... Yeah, great. Science. It's science, and that's what we love. What a first hour we've had. I feel like Sir Isaac Newton's. I mean, you're pushing it there, Mac, because that's not what I said. I said if I had a canister... I mean, it kind of is what I said. Yeah, fair play. In the 11 o'clock hour, we have got Stop the Clocks, Time is Wrong, and has been for 100 years. More on that after the news. How do we know a gram is a gram? And here we go. On the tree theme, if trees are alive, how come they don't cry when I kick them? That's coming up. We've also got a tribute to Dr. Stephen Hawking, a science god in my eyes. We're going to do a lot of stuff about him. Could I make bread digitally? If I drank acid for a year, would I die? Tell me how you were cogitated. I'm not sure that's the real word, but we'll get to the bottom of that. And would you become gas if you could? Benefits/downside. We've got all of that to talk about in the next hour of the show. I've still got 3 minutes to the news. If anyone wants to ring in, now's the time to do it, because quite frankly, I'll take all comers. I'll take all comers just to get me up to the news here, because I've run out. I thought I was wrapping up for the news, but just going to take a big gulp of water for 3 minutes. You through tonight at Cock at Night?
Oh, I'm just going to fill in for you.
Yeah, cheers. Go on, sing a song.
Okay, you mentioned that you'd like to be an eagle earlier, so I'm going to sing Eagle by ABBA. If that's all right.
The floor is yours.
An eagle, I know we want to fly. Gonna fly. I eagles can fly. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember the tune, Dave.
It's all right. You got 2 more minutes.
Oh, can't really sing that well. Oh, but you're misreading my little conversation edition. That I apparently there's no one thing that's the coldest on Earth, because it always changes, but they managed to get a copper cube down to just above Kelvin, which is absolute zero.
And who's Kelvin?
That's another kind of scale, like Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Some actual science. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, I did check it on Google. I didn't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, top stuff, Alistair. Thank you for singing as well. That was lovely.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you. This is the news. You listen to Cock at Night, and after the break, it's the second hour Right, here we go. Top stuff.
Britain has a new political party, the Social and Liberal Democrats. The merger between the Liberals and Social Democrats was given the final go-ahead in a postal ballot of members. There were big majorities in both party ballots, although nearly half the members didn't vote. 88% of Liberals who voted said yes to merger, 12% said no. For the SDP, 65% said yes, 35% were against. The new party will be launched tomorrow.
David Steele began his last day as leader of the Liberal Party by addressing a rally of the Liberal youth. And with his party about to dissolve itself after 110 years, he acknowledged that for many it was a sad day.
This is probably the last day of the Liberal Party as a separate and distinct identity. And of course, for many, this is therefore a day of tinged with some sadness.
But Mr. Steele appealed to Liberals to look to the future with the new party. Certainly he found encouragement in the result of the ballots, which produced an overwhelming yes. But almost half the members didn't vote, and those abstentions immediately became the subject of controversy. On the Liberal side, 100,000 ballot papers were sent out, 53,000 voted, 46,000 said yes. But most of the Liberals who abstained probably thought it was a foregone conclusion. On the SDP side, however, 52,000 papers were sent out, 29,000 were returned, and only 18,000 voted yes. Dr. Owen called for abstention, and though the pro-mergerites rejected, his supporters claim they're the real majority.
I find it very encouraging because only about 1 in 3 of the SDP's membership has actually physically supported the merger. We're clearly going to have rather more SDP members who are in favour of continuing the party as an independent force than are in favour of merging it into the Liberal Party.
Obviously, we would have liked a higher turnout than we've got, but we're not complaining. I think there were a great many members in both our parties, but perhaps particularly in the Liberal Party, who regarded the ballot as something of a foregone conclusion.
It's a 2-to-1 victory for Union, so it's an extremely satisfactory start for the new party.
So a champagne toast for the Social and Liberal Democrats, who will launch the new party tomorrow. But it will be born with an Owenite thorn in its side. Kevin Dunn, News at 10, Westminster.
We've got another hour of this. And I, for one, am turned on by that. Coming up in the second hour of the show, the last hour. Stop the clocks. Time has gone wrong and has been for 100 years. How do we know a gram is a gram? And if trees are alive, how come they don't cry when I kick them? This is Cock at Night. I'm David Babcock. Jesus, fuck. Oh. I'm Cock, and why has the clocks gone wrong? I'll tell you, because somebody, and I've got this coming through to me through the wires, 100 years ago exactly this minute, set the time wrong. We've been 5 minutes ahead of actual time for 100 years, precisely now. So all of those meetings that you were late for, you were on time. So this is big, great news, and quite frankly, I think you can all go to your bosses and say, look, listen, puppy, I wasn't late for that meeting that you sacked me for. The clocks were wrong. Now, this is just this is the developing story. It came out on the old tickers earlier this evening. You're all chatting away. I can't see what you're talking about. It came through on the tickers this evening. And if it's true, it's cataclysmic. 5 minutes out. So, theoretically, we've been short of 5 minutes. That's probably quite right, Pragmapack. It's a bit, yeah. We've been short of 5 minutes for so long. Death certificates are going to have to be wiped out. Birth certificates as well. Weddings? You're joking. If this is true, the whole world is going to change because we are short of 5 minutes. The time is 11 o'clock and the news should be playing now. Okay? So that's just come through. That's not really a topic for discussion. I just thought I'd... allegedly, the clocks are wrong. And they have been for 100 years. That came through on a text. How do we know a gram is a gram? You can argue with me about it. You say something's a gram, but who's saying that it is a gram? How do we know what a gram is? What is a gram? Tell me. Yeah, keep me company. If you want to Skype me, that's my Skype address. Don't be shy. I don't bite, unless you don't want me to. And if trees are alive, how come they don't cry when I kick them? Because when I kick anything else, it cries, because I'm a black belt in Crapkido. But when I kick trees, and I do so on a daily basis, I've never heard one so much as weep. Not even a weeping willow. So, are they... I've got a call coming through. Are they alive? Who knows? You're through to Cock at Night. Hello. Hello, Johnny Wintergreen. What do you want to talk about? Okay.
Unit, and we're quite disconcerted by the abuse for trees that you're advocating on your show.
You're from Friends of the Fair. Sorry, I had you muted for the start of that. I'm not that professional. You are annoyed of me kicking trees, I appreciate.
Yeah, so I'm, as I said, Johnny Wintergreen from Friends of the Fur, and that's FIR. We're not into skins of animals.
Quite right, yeah. If you protect birds, trees, why don't you protect animals? You know. Hey, listen to me, Sonny Jim. Trees aren't alive. Why are you protecting them?
They are alive, David. How do you think they grow?
With sap.
Sap? I don't think you quite understand trees, David.
Educate me. I'm ready to be enlightened.
Well, sap transports sugar around the plant. It's like the blood in a human body.
Right. How do they grow? Go on.
As they grow, they photosynthesize, David. They take energy from the sun, much in the way of your may I say stupid wire to the sun idea.
Well, it's not stupid. To prove to me that it's... Sorry, you've come onto my show and you're calling me basically an idiot and a racist. I'd like to hear what your suggestions are for the energy crisis of the world.
Look, David, nobody said you were a racist. I mean, but are you?
No.
What do you think of people of other colours?
Yeah, rainbow. It's all that stuff. Hey, the point is, trees, when I kick them, they don't cry. Ergo, and that's Latin, they aren't alive. To prove me wrong, give me facts.
Do you think everything would cry if you kicked it, David?
I've got quite a mighty kick. I said I did Crapkido.
I don't think that's a real martial art.
Hapkido, sorry.
Hapkido? I've not heard of that one either.
Well, yeah, you need to rub up on your martial arts. Listen, you call yourself Friends of the Fair. What I want to say is you probably should be called hypocrites.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah.
Hypocrites of the something. Do you want to come up with a quip? Or?
No, I don't. I call you a hypocrite, and that's it. Listen, you've embarrassed yourself and your establishment. Any more further words you want to say?
Just hug a tree, David. I mean, just find it in your heart. And
yeah.
Don't be aggressive.
I prefer to kick him. Yeah, thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
See you, Tom. See you, Tom. Cheers.
Fucking useless, mate.
Okay. I've just doxed him. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Hey, listen, guys. Listen. I'm not a racist because I kick trees, right? Trees, the last time I checked in my head dictionary, aren't a race. They are plants. And my point was, my point wasn't, should we kick trees? My point is, and I've said this many times, and if you guys are so thick that you can't even listen, I kick trees. They don't cry. I kick other things, adult males, and they weep like they have just been stolen some sweets as a baby. That's the difference. Now, if you're going to come on here with your hoity-toity ways and tell me that somehow that trees have feelings, and like the guy from Friends of the Fair, and tell me that when I kick trees, I'm actually in fact kicking a dog. Well, I would say that you've got some very different views to me, and you quite possibly need to see some kind of doctor, right? I will continue to kick trees to relieve stress, as I believe it's less damaging to the world than kicking doors or windows. Until I hear one cry, I'm not going to stop. And that's the end of that. How is it only 10 past? I thought that lasted... Jesus Christ. Okay. Stay with me. This is Cock at Night. No, it's not a gateway to other abuse. I kick trees exclusively. Alistair, thank you for the follow. I click trees exclusively. I will calm down. Yeah, I will calm down. That didn't play. Yeah,
Alright, calm down, mate.
That did play. I will calm down. And you know how I calm down? By going into the forest and have a good kick. Just my opinion. It's just my opinion. The science has got me fired up. Who'd have thought it? On the other topic, we've got how do we know a gram is a gram? Now, this is actual science, and if your kids are watching, listen in, kiddie winks. Don't listen to the nasty man talking about kicking trees. Have you ever tried to hump a tree? It's much more calming. I'm not a pervert. No. Bushes, are they just short trees? I believe they are, yes. Someone call Esther Ransom. You don't want her involved. Jesus. I bet you use paper too, don't you, you monster? Yeah. I've got a huge reel of it. Are you saying that this is skin? You can't trust birds. And let's not. If you continue it on, you have a very, very small world, and it shrinks in. So just listen to me and keep me company. If you disagree with me, just Skype me on that address. All right. How do we know a gram is actually a gram? Now, this is a point that has been raised in... we've got a text coming in, sorry. How do we know a gram is a gram is an interesting story. We've got a call coming through. You're through to Cock at Night.
You're right, Babcock.
Hello, what's your call and name?
What's my call and name?
No, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Monkey Boy.
Oh, hello, Monkey Boy.
I love you, Babcock. You're brilliant.
That's nice of you. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Have some information for you.
Go ahead.
How do we know a gram's a gram?
Yes.
So we know there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram.
Yes.
And the international prototype kilogram is a cylinder of platinum and platinum iridium alloy, which is kept at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures near Paris.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of words there, soldier. Get to the brass tacks.
Basically, in Paris, there's a big lump of metal that weighs a kilo.
How do you know it's a kilo?
Because
you see what I mean? The men.
No, because it is the original kilo.
Oh, the OG.
So yeah, it's the OG. So if the original kilo, if you say it's a kilo, it's a kilo.
I had you down as quite an intelligent guy, but you're telling me that someone's got a lump of metal and said that this is a kilogram, and therefore the other things that weigh the same. No, I see what your point, actually.
Not only had they got a lump of
I agree.
metal that's a kilogram,
yeah,
they have got 5 other ones.
Yeah. No, I get it. No,
and they're all under special domes, so they can't. Get
any more mass from dust and things like that.
Yeah, that's it.
You're probably right, actually.
No, I am right. I googled it.
Yeah. But if trees are alive, why don't they cry when I kick them?
Trees, right? Plants and stuff can feel pain. There was a scientific thing done by them.
What? Cut a leaf off and it went ow.
Like they attached it to some kind of sensor thingy, whatever it is they do, and when they cut them, it registered on the thingy.
Registered on what?
I don't know. They had some.
Well, don't come at me with the facts that aren't facts. They're actually just pieces of cardboard with a sketch of like a semi-nude woman on them.
It's like a thing.
No, listen to me.
Like a thing on it that tells. Yeah, and tomatoes scream when you pick them as well.
Have you ever heard it?
Yes, obviously.
So why do you keep picking them? Murderer.
Because it's fun.
Mass murderer, in fact.
Have you seen Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes? I'm getting mine back.
I've not seen any film, actually. So you have embarrassed yourself.
I'll have a little bit. But I got to speak to you, so I'm happy.
Well, you're speaking to me, but I'm speaking to you.
Good point.
Yeah.
I'm the winner in this deal, aren't I?
No.
Okay, well, I love you.
Yeah, sod off. Sod off. I'm tired of these jabronis coming on here thinking they know it all. They are alive, but they lack the sensory feedback, blah-de-blah-de-blah, register pain, blah-de, physical abuse by Babcock, blah, blah, blah. Let me just think. I'm dealing with idiots. Let me get this right. Okay, a dog comes up to you, right? He barks, okay? He cries, he pisses, he shits, he bleeds if he treads on the spike. I've not done anything to the dog. A dog is alive. A fish swims in a lake. Paddle, paddle with its little flipper at the back. It cries, it poos, it wheezes, it reproduces. If you cut it open, it would bleed. You're welcome, friends of the fur gang. It's alive. You kick a tree, it doesn't cry. You stab a tree, sap comes out, but it's not blood. Have you ever seen a tree breathe? Have you ever seen a tree with an erection? The silence is deadly. Okay? Conkers look like testicles. Yeah. Yeah, it's all just fluff and bump. Hello, you through to Cock at Night.
Hello. This is Alien, the alien from Alien.
Yeah, go ahead then.
I just wanted to chat. Bear with me 1 second. There's a cat in front of me. There we go, that's better. Just wanted to talk about science and stuff. I thought you might want to talk to an alien because they live in space.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead then.
Well, you got to give me the questions. What do you want to know about science?
If trees are alive, how come they don't cry when I kick them?
Because they're hard.
I'd not considered that.
I mean, I'm Alien, the alien from Alien. You know, if you kick me, I probably wouldn't cry. Because I'm a proper hard alien, aren't I?
I'd not considered that. I'd not considered that.
They're metaphorical and literally pretty hard.
Pretty hard, aren't they? Maybe they're just that tough. They're not good. Of course, they're not going to cry. If I kicked the Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he probably wouldn't cry. But he's alive.
Him in the shin. You might get him in the shin.
Trees don't have shins. They're actually more powerful than Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
And they don't even have eyebrows.
I'm completely wrong this first segment, and I've been completely wrong in all of that what I've said.
Well, you know, every day's a school day. Sigourney Weaver used to tell me that.
Alien, thank you so much for enlightening me.
No, thank you.
Yeah, right.
Love you.
Whatever. How embarrassing. I just had a call from someone and they've disappeared. If you just try calling me, ring me back. I'm having a bit of a moment here, and let's answer this. You through to Cock at Night? I think that was somebody pissing while masturbating.
I'm here for my appointment, Doctor.
Count Dracula, when are you going to come in through the door?
Forgive me.
Now, just because I'm your psychiatrist doesn't mean you can come in here and act crazy.
I'm so upset.
What's your problem?
I'm never satisfied.
You need an extra bite.
I love an extra bite.
Have you tried Baby Ruth?
Does she live alone?
The candy bar, Count. Baby Ruth is bigger than most other leading candy bars, so you get an extra bite in every bar.
But how does it taste? I'm very picky.
Delicious. Baby Ruth has lots of fudge and nuts and caramel.
Yum. I love that. But, Doctor, this big Baby Ruth must be very expensive.
Not at all, Count. You get an extra bite in every bar of Baby Ruth without paying extra.
That's amazing. I'll go to the store and get a big bunch of bigger Baby Ruths. Who knows? Maybe I'll stay home tonight.
Great, Count. Just remember to go out the...
You get an extra bite in every bar.
We could talk till we're blue in the face about how effective a medicine Bactine is, but that's not important to your kids.
Mommy, I skinned my knee and it hurts.
We could tell you that among leading first aid sprays, Bactine is unsurpassed in infection protection, but that's not important to your kids.
Will this fix it?
Kids don't care how well Bactine kills germs. They like it because its lidocaine helps the hurt stop hurting.
Feels better, Mom.
Bactine is tough medicine with a tender touch. Use as directed.
You're getting a cough. That irritated, scratchy feeling. For relief, feel the strength of Benylin with its cough suppressant, diphenhydramine. No other leading cough medication has it, and it's available without prescription. And now, look for special coupon savings on Benylin in this Sunday's newspaper. Benylin from Park Davis. Use as directed for coughs due to colds.
Morning, Chuck.
Yo, we are live. You are here, and I am here, and we are here together. In this next section, I'm going to do a tribute to the science god that was Dr. Stephen Hawking. We're going to be tributing him, talking all about his life, brilliant stuff. We're going to ask you the question, could I make bread digitally? We'll be asking that. And if I drank acid for a year, would I die? This is all coming up on Cock at Night with me, David Babcock. And that's me, David Babcock. You buy one, you get one free. Shit. Sorry. We just had a call there. I'm going to go straight to them. Am I on? Yeah. I'm going to go straight to them because I just missed a call. I'm going to accept them and I'm going to ring them back now. Here we go. You're listening to me live. Don't worry about it. I'm in control. Whoop whoop. You can't hear that. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. They're not answering. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. They're not answering. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Yeah, they're not answering. They'll probably ring me back. So I think now is the perfect time to go into my tribute with science galore, as what I would refer to as a science god, Dr. Stephen Hawking. There he is. Dr. Stephen wasn't born the way he died, okay? And a lot of you will only know him as the guy with the robot voice. He wasn't like that. He had a horrible, horrible condition. But what was important was he was a very clever bloke. And he invented gravity. He invented inspiration for a lot of scientists out there. And goddamn it, he inspired me to get involved with science. Dr. Stephen, I salute you. Godspeed. That's Dr. Stephen Hawking, who sadly died at the age of, I'm not sure what, either last year or the year before. just going to go on the... It was the theory of everything. Yeah, it was moving. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Could I make bread digitally? If I drank acid for a year, would I die? They're just two questions that I will be combating with a dagger of truth in this next section before our news. Skype's crashed. So that's good, isn't it? Oh no, it's coming back. Let's try and ring him. Got a sore throat. Listen. Oh! What do you mean changed? You can't hear it. Nah, they're not available. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Bit difficult with caters, but probably functional condition. Yes. Quarks, that's Hawkins' thing. Yeah, quarks, you know, squawks, you know, beep, beep, bop. Here we go, here's my gaga. Hello there. Oh, I missed it. I just answered it. God, this is like bloody pulling teeth. I've just rang him. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Come on. I'm playing tug of war with this chap. Anti-pigging phone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We won't have that in the chat, please, Flymo. Just hold on. That might be true, but we can't say things like that. Jesus Christ. What time for acid? Well, that's a very good question. In fact, first of all, I'm slightly worried because those of you who've been listening to the entire show will realise that earlier we contacted Dan Dixon, who is a alien guy, and I regrettably told him to hold his head under his bathwater for a long period of time, and I'm kind of worried that I killed him. So we're just going to try and ring him. Here we go. Come on. We have some terrible and shocking news coming through to the Cock at Night studios. Regular contributor and friend of the show, Dan Dixon. Sadly, I didn't kill him. Sadly died tonight. One can only presume he choked on bubble bath mixed with water. My chicken not raw, thank you for the follow. He was a great guy. Some would say that I instructed him to hold his head under the bathwater. That's one way of looking at it. The other way is to say I tried to do a scientific experiment with him and he took that too literally. I'm not going to say that I killed him. That's for the police to decide. Oh shit. Nice one, Lance. Hope it's alright. I haven't got a picture of Dan, but I will use the picture of Hawking because that's the only one I've got. So, again, Dixon of Doc Green, you could set your clock by him. He was a weird chap. He said that he could talk to aliens through his penis, and that was freaky, but what I will say is he was a hell of a guy. And I hope to God that his family don't miss him too much. Very good roll-up. Goodbye, Dan Dixon. Though I never knew you at all, you were a bit weird, but you were a nice caller. You were a bit of a freak when you said that you could Talk to aliens through the hole at the end of your phallus. I disagree with that. And it seemed to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind. Never knew that you were gonna die underwater. And I'm really sad that people think that I indirectly murdered you by telling you to submerge yourself under the bathwater. Anyone who takes that up with me may feel the full force of my legal team. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Brilliant. There we are. Move on with the show. Jesus. Whoo! I'm relieved. Whoo! Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks, Ollie, for that. Jesus. Ho. I feel a lot better. Could I make bread digitally? That's a question I'm asking. And also, if I drank acid for a year, would I die? Now, I've seen a lot of people coming in here with all this kind of, it depends what kind of acid. I'm talking the big stuff. I'm talking hydrochloric. That's the question. You owe me a new phone. We'll get through that, Ollie. Don't worry about that. We're talking... Oh, God, I think I've got a tear. That really got me, that did. We're talking hydrochloric. If I drank a hydrochloric acid exclusively for a year, would I die? Would I die? I want a scientist to come on here and tell me, would I die? And I will tell you the actual real answer. If you use a tube to get it to your stomach, you would be fine. But what if I just drank it out of a beaker, like a nice freshened cup of tea? What about that? Go on. You won't last a day. Well, I beg to differ. I eat very hot curries. Some would say I'm the king of vindaloos, I'm the queen of fowls. Is hydrochloric acid any worse than those kind of curries? The levels of chili on the Richter scale, I believe it would burn your esophagus. Again, I disagree. Got a caller coming through. You're through to Cock at Night. Oh, hello, Richard. What have you got to talk to us about? I just think we're in an age, Richard, where most things that we make are now made digitally. And all I'm saying is, with all your ones and zeros, your binary... Oh, shit, sorry. I'm rubbish at this. Sorry, I had you on mute. Just introduce yourself again.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Never mind. Yes, I was just interested in this bread digital malarkey. I can't quite work out where you're coming from on it, mate.
Everything's developed digitally now, right? With all your ones and zeros, your binaries, things like that.
Yeah.
I'm merely asking the question with synthesizing, things like that. I've heard that they're making beef now out of plastic.
Oh, heck, it's broke up again. As well.
Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Make teeth out of plastic.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm back.
Right. If you can make teeth out of plastic, why can't we just make bread out of plastic digitally?
But would it taste nice?
Well, does beef burgers that have been made out of plastic, don't laugh at me, do they taste nice?
What? Are beef burgers made out of plastic?
Yeah, 3D printing and all that.
I'm sorry, I'm not taking this seriously. No. I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah. Do you think that synthesized bread would be all right? And could we make it?
I think it's a step too far at the moment with the limited science we have available at this moment in time.
Right. You listen to the question, please, Richard.
Sorry.
I'm listening. Could I make bread digitally?
No.
No. The question is not can I, it's could I.
Oh, I see. So you're talking about the process could be done digitally with flour and water and stuff, but digitally.
No, 3D printed bread. You keep laughing at me, aren't you?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult your intelligence, Mr. Babcock. I'm terribly sorry I keep laughing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So you take right. So you're not. That's a no from you.
That is a no from me. I'm terribly sorry, but I thank you for this conversation. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
If I drank acid for a year, would I die?
I think that is even more. I think if you drank acid for a minute, you'd probably die, not just for a year.
But I've got a strong disposition.
But have you ever tested it with acid before?
I mean, I've had a really spicy curry. What's the difference?
Well, I think curry and acid is slightly different, just slightly.
Jesus.
I don't mean to poo-poo on your parade or everything, but you know.
You'll be poo-pooing on my bloody something else in a minute. I've got what is called by doctors as a medically freakish esophagus.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't aware of that.
Right, and it's basically a rubber pipe down there.
Oh, blimey.
Could I drink acid for a year? Would I die?
I think nobody on the entire planet could drink acid for a year and not die, apart from you.
Correct. Richard, what a successful first call. I hope you call me back.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. And for the benefit of any kiddywinks watching, never ever drink acid. That's a stupid thing to do. What else? I need to do all of them now. Don't kick trees. Don't breathe underwater. You're not a dolphin. Don't try and put a pipe up to the sun. I think that's covered it. Oh, Jesus, we've got a bloody... Hello, you're through to Cock at Night.
Change your T-shirt.
You could... Ooh, Oh... I've had my first troll. Just because I've got sweat patches that could rival the bloody Niagara Falls. It's hot in here. I've got my fan on my PC so it don't blow up. I'm hot, alright? Having to deal with idiots like you. Ringing in with your Scotch accent. Yeah. Welcome. Cock at Night. Don't worry, I can see you, that's fine.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is that, is it David?
This is David Babcock, you're through to Cock at Night Live.
No, it's Johnny Croissant.
Hello, Johnny Croissant.
Just learned to, not very good at this technology thing, and me nephew sort of, said you did did phone in and chats and that, and but yeah, just wanted to see what it was all about and that.
Have you got anything to talk about?
Did you say something about trees?
I mean, earlier we were doing a topic of if trees are alive, how come they don't cry when I kick them?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of trees. They're I quite like to walk about in trees and sort of just generally take the mick out of them and, you know, laugh at the branches, or, you know, if they've lost a lot of leaves in September, I think that's sort of you know, like, sort of, they've never cried once because I think they're quite cold-hearted in many respects. All the trees.
That was that was the thing we came to. Maybe they're just hard bastards.
Oh, right, so they've got, no emotions and that.
No emotions and that.
Yeah.
What we're talking about now is, could I make bread digitally? What do you think about that, Johnny? Is that your name? Nelson?
Johnny Croissant.
Johnny Croissant, of course.
Yeah. Bread digitally. So it's like with computers and that?
Yes, basically. Like 3D printing kind of vibe.
So 3D printers, that well, aren't all printers 3D? So you sort of... I don't understand. How does that work?
Basically, I'm thinking, whereas you would inject some kind of plastic resin into the 3D printer. You inject basically, what do we call it? Maybe a mixture of flour, yeast, basically dough. And instead of blowing out plastic and making, say, a gun or a dildo, you can actually 3D print bread digitally.
Oh, so it's like the dough into like the printer, sort of sending it somewhere.
Yes.
And it comes out like a nice cob.
Hey presto, you've got your loaf.
Well, I'm not really a sciencey bloke, but it sounds like a cracking idea. Only got 2 GCSEs.
It's fine.
That sounds cracking.
Fine.
Sounds cracking.
Fine.
Bad bar, one of them.
Yeah, you sound like a good guy, you.
Well, yeah, I think you're a clever lad, David. I'm here to learn, you know. So
Yeah.
you've taught me a couple of things here tonight. So appreciate that hugely, immensely.
I wish a couple of the wise guys in the chat would take note and just, I'm not talking rubbish, am I?
No, who's chatting with you? Who else is chatting?
We got these guys sending text in, calling me an idiot and arguing with me and stuff. Yeah, they're trolls.
Oh, they've got like the short and big nosed and that.
Something like that.
Like you mean like trolls like the computer and that trolls.
Yeah, computers.
Not Norway.
Are you wearing a t-shirt?
No.
Right. Okay, that's enough from you. Thank you.
White vest.
Right. Yeah. You're not wearing any pants, are you?
No, I've got pyjama bottoms on and that.
Oh, that's all right. Sorry. No, sorry.
Pyjama bottoms, white vest. I haven't got slippers though because
it's not a fashion show.
Dog chewed them.
I'm not got one.
Dog chewed them.
Dog chewed what?
My slippers. Just I don't know where they are actually. I think they're on his bed somewhere. I think he uses them as a pillow now.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Do you like slippers, David?
Yeah, I love them. Top stuff. Yeah.
They're nice. What's the best ones to get by? Because I need some now. So
Primark.
Any tips on slippers?
Primark, probably. Primark's your best bet.
I don't like going on that. It's got a bit of a smell.
Yeah. Nice one, Johnny.
Up there.
Yeah. There we go. I don't know who that was. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. Yeah. Right, it's time for adverts. I need a break from all this. After the break, we're doing Tell Me How You Were Cogitated. I'm not sure that's the actual word. And Would You Become Gas If You Could? As we continue. Oh my God. You through to Cock at Night?
Yes, Dr. Fauci. You alright?
Hello, Dr. Fauci.
Hey, how you doing? Are you?
Yes, I'm great. You're Trump's advisor, are you?
Well, he doesn't listen to me all the time, but I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay, and what
Are you guys staying indoors? Are you staying in...
I'm indoors right now.
Excellent.
That's right. What else could you tell us about COVID? That it?
Yep.
Right. Can I ask you science questions after the advert break?
Oh, I've got a couple of answers on the bread for you.
Go ahead.
We've developed a drone, and it's made of food, and it flies the people that you can't get food to when there's a bad thing that happens, and they eat the drone. It's a real thing.
Would it not just take the head off?
I don't think you fly it straight into their mouth. I think you try and get it onto their table, or whatever they're serving it on. Pretty much.
But presumably the drone is going to act on some kind of propeller propulsion / jet propulsion. Either way, a fly past is going to be pretty goddamn painful for someone who's trying to take a bite out of a baguette wing.
Yeah, I think there's a mother loaf that they all sort of just drop from.
I'm not asking how they drop from. I'm saying if something comes at me with a propeller, I'm not going to be taking a natch out of it. I'm going to be ducking for cover.
Yeah, there's no propeller. It sort of drops and it just glides. You see?
How do you control it?
It already knows where to go. It's got a little device in it.
Oh, the device. So what if I take a chunk out of that with my teeth? You've not thought this through.
I can't tell you everything about it because you'll tell China.
I am not a spy. Dr. Fauci, you have got big questions to ask and very little shoes to fill. And quite frankly, I want you off this bloody show.
Or what?
Yeah, sod off. Sod off. I cannot believe that. Trump's science advisors just come on the show and said that he's got bred drones. What the hell's wrong with these bloody perverts? That's really upset me, that. I'm going to go to a quick commercial break. The cheek of the man, I know. We'll be back after these hot messages.
Charlie?
Hi, Ted.
How's the weekend?
Okay.
Hey, you seem a little down. Monday blahs?
No, just, something this weekend.
Well, you want to tell me about it?
Well, you know Betty Crocker brownie sundaes?
No.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
Oh, these things are incredible, Ted. These thick, chewy, fudgy brownies with this creamy, rich ice cream in between.
Betty Crocker...
brownie sundaes. You get them where the ice cream is at the store.
Yeah, so?
So it's my turn to buy refreshments for after Joey's game.
Yeah?
So I decided to give them all a real treat. I'm going to buy the whole team Betty Crocker brownie sundaes.
So what's the problem? Didn't they like them?
I don't know.
Charlie, what do you mean you
I
don't...
ate them during the game.
Wait a minute. You bought Betty Crocker brownie sundaes for the whole team.
Yeah.
And you ate them.
Yeah.
Every one.
Yeah.
Gee, Charlie.
It was pretty bad, all right. All these hot, sweaty, grass-stained kids staring into an empty cooler. These parents looking at me like, what kind of a guy is this?
Was it worth it, Charlie?
Yeah, it was.
After school yesterday, my new boyfriend Scott came over for the very first time. He is so cute, and I was so nervous, so I asked him if he wanted something to eat, like a Betty Crocker brownie sundae. They are so good, that thick, rich Betty Crocker brownie with all that wonderful ice cream in the middle. They're like an ice cream sandwich, only much, much better. Anyway, he said yes, so I went to the freezer, and there was only one left. And then I thought, how cute is he really? He is kind of short. So I ate the Betty Crocker brownie sundae and gave Scott some old sherbet, and he just sort of left. Was a Betty Crocker brownie sundae worth it? Yeah, it sure was.
Yo! The word of the day is science. And if to prove that, here's some bloody sci-fi for you. I've screwed it up and I'm chucking it right at you. You telling me that's not science? Well, how's about this? There is a beaker full of acid. And look at it move. This is science. I'm a scientist. And let me tell you this. You are my subjects of my experiment. In this hour, in this last bit, 50... Wait. In this bit, we're going to say, tell me how you were cogitated. I think that's the word. And would you become gas if you could? Benefit/downside. Let's go across to a caller who's called in. Who are you?
I'm The Rock, you jabroni.
Is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
It is. I've got eyebrows and everything.
Oh my God.
Listen here, you jabroni. I heard what you were saying about me kicking a tree.
You heard what I was saying? Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, I got a lisp. Can't help it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Mocking the disabled.
No, well,
you said you could make me...
I'm not mocking the disabled. In fact, I did a very moving tribute to Stephen Hawking earlier, and he's disabled. Well, he was until he died. He was very disabled. So take that back, Rock.
No, he's a jabroni. He was faking it.
Woo! You were saying that Dr. Stephen Hawking was faking his wheelchair-bound illness.
Oh, he's clearly jumping there.
He's in space.
Yeah?
He's not got gravity.
I thought you said it was overrated.
I'm pointing at his dick. Sorry, I pointed at his...
What?
No.
Apparently it's huge.
No, please don't say things like that.
I read it in chat.
He was in space, Rock, Dwayne, and I'm going to call you Dwayne because I think calling yourself The Rock is childish, quite frankly. And you know what? Wrestling's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's not what I've called up about.
No, what have you called up about?
You said you could make me cry by kicking me.
I could easily kick you. I'm a black belt in Hapkido.
Never heard of it.
Right, well, it's a martial art. What have you a black belt in?
Eyebrow.
And that's all you've got, is it?
I could do you with it, sunshine.
You wouldn't even get near me. I'm like liquid.
What type of liquid?
Benzene.
Ooh, that's a good liquid.
Yeah, so come at me if you will. But I tell you what, Don't.
Well, you stop saying rude things about me that you'd make me cry.
If I kicked
Take it
you,
back.
Sunshine, you wouldn't cry. I take that back. You'd bawl your flipping eyes out, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Listen here, you jabroni. I would people's elbow you before you even realised trees existed.
Yeah, well, you're shit in movies.
Oh, Rampage is a very underrated film.
Right, well, Los Angeles was awful.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Right.
That was just to pay the mortgage.
Listen, the chat are all laughing at you, Dwayne, sorry. The chat are laughing at you, okay? It's pretty embarrassing. You're over there in Hollywood. You're trying to start a fight with David Dr. Steel Knuckle Babcock. And they all know that I would kick your candy ass, jabroni. And can you smell what Babcock is cooking?
Don't need to. I can watch the VODs.
It's a knuckle sandwich. Sod off.
Ooh.
Sod off.
I think you'll find they're laughing with me at you.
Well, I think you'll find that you are a big inflated poo. Right, so sod off.
And the acid question, I could drink acid for a year.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Well, you couldn't. Actually, you can barely drink water. Water stings your esophagus.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does, though. Yeah, it does.
No.
Yeah, it does, though.
I can get punched in the esophagus by the Undertaker repeatedly, and it didn't even hurt.
Yeah, well, he was actually not even punching you, because I saw it, and he missed.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes.
You
dance around in your skimpy little pants, all oiled up.
Yeah.
And you
I
think
do,
that
and
I'm
then
going to
I
take,
wrestle.
and then you think I'm going to take you seriously, going ha-cha, and not actually punch them, just slapping them with the back of your hand. You think I'm going to take you seriously?
Don't you kink shame me.
I'll kink shame you all I want. Rikishi Fatu once put you in the corner of the ring and rubbed his fat arse in your face. Are you telling me you're not a freak?
Look, what I do at the weekend is my own business. It just happened to also happen when I wrestled.
All right, well, wrestle off.
I'm coming for you, jabroni.
You're bloody not. Yes, shut up. Shut your mouth. Don't come for me. I dip these fists in petrol every night. These are fighting rocks. He's completely sidetracked me now. Tell me how you were cogitated, how your parents had sex to give birth to you, and would you become gas if you could? Benefit/downside. We've only got 10 minutes left. Bloody Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Coming on here, he's not got better things to do. I know lockdown's boring, but good God. Which tree is best to kick? I prefer kicking fir trees. Personal preference. Shy talk, we just had Dwayne The Rock Johnson on, he was being an arsehole. So I laid the smack down on his candy ass. And I think I scared him, to be honest. Yeah, I think he comes across as really nice and stuff, you know. Doing all his films with Kevin Hart. Yeah. But he's actually an arsehole. So, don't kick deciduous trees. You want to be kicking the evergreens, because they're just a bit smug, aren't they? There's a burp. Listen, I'm steadily losing the plot, right? It's Sunday night. I should have done this show last night, because Saturday night is the night for fighting, according to Elton John. Sunday should have been more relaxed. I'm aware of that. See you, Alistair. I'm aware of it. Some of you might be at work tomorrow. Some of you might be at work tomorrow. It's Sunday evening. I've completely misjudged the mood, and for that I apologise. But I'll tell you what I don't apologise for. Science. It just ruins it. People coming in here and challenge me to physical fight. They wouldn't come in here and challenge me to a physical fight if I had my leg on their neck and I was giving them a damn good hiding. See, Super says he's at work at 9 AM. It's technically still Sunday. I know most of us are on the DOS. Most of us are quite happily on the DOS. But there's people that are still at work. And this is Sunday night. This is bloody Heartbeat. This is Heartbeat theme tune coming on, and Up the Woodens to Blanket Fair. This is Have You Done Your Homework? I hate Sundays. And I've come in here all guns blazing, and I've been fighting people verbally about all these topics, and I tell you what, it's left me knackered. did overtime this weekend, yeah. Sundays, cook your socks, yeah. Cook your socks, boil your socks. Do your homework. Have you done your homework? No. Right, well, do it. Don't forget it. Some nights, I'd be there in the pitch black with just a little phone light, and I'd be doing my homework in bed because I'd forgot or I'd put it off. Sundays are shit. Back at work tomorrow or back at school tomorrow. Sundays are bad. And I should have matched that. I should have done a cuddle special. I should have done kissy wissy special, where you just come on and I give you a nice kissy wissy. But in fact, I've come on here and talked about science, and I've engaged all your brains in the scientific goings on. Nice one, Jeff. Nice of you to join me. No kissy wissies. No kissy wissies. No, it's not a kissy wissy special, please. It's not a kissy wissy special, please. I'm not going to give kisses out. It was very intellectually stimulating. I learnt a lot. Well, to be honest, I learnt a lot. They've gone. I learnt a lot. I learnt that my viewers are goddamn heroes. Iron mine up. Sod off, shy talk. Here they go. You throw to cock at night.
I found the love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found the girl.
This was the person who was masturbating earlier.
Sorry, store. So weird.
But, Mummy, I don't want to be on the TV anymore, Mummy. Mummy, I don't want to be with all the nasty people, Mummy. Mummy, I don't like the nasty people ringing me. Mummy, I got too carried away, and now there's too many people exposed to my life, and I don't think I've got any more control on it anymore, Mummy. I just want to go back to the time when I wasn't famous and people wouldn't stop me in the street and say, "You that freak who got his knob stuck in the Hoover?" Jeff, I saw you saying you've got here for the last hour. I've been on since 10. Oh my god. You throw to cock at night.
You say it best when you say nothing at all.
No, it's 10 till 12. Read Twitter, Jeff. It's basically just told me to shut up. I don't even think I'll be here next week. I'm not going to die, hopefully. You're live on Cock at Night.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it? I'm just calling up to stop the knobheads calling up. So, ask me something.
You're calling to stop the knobheads calling?
Yeah.
The guy who put frogs on a girl's eyes?
Shoulders.
Oh, sorry.
What, shoulder?
Knees and toes, knees and toes.
Head and shoulders, damage control. Yeah, ask me something. Ask me something. Something interesting.
It's finished, it's done.
Is it done now, is it?
Yeah, it's 12. I'm sodding off.
Well, yeah, I know, but I thought, I don't know. I called that to be nice to save you. You're being trolled tonight.
You're being trolled.
Wow. Night, David.
Night.
Night.
He's not hung up. Go! Jesus. Right, thank you for watching. In conclusion, what have we learned? We've learnt... No, that's it. The show's over.
Hello, this is Stephen Hawking. The Rock was right, I was jumping about like a loon.
How do I close Skype? Well, nothing else now, that's it. Show's over. What have we learned? We've learned that science is the truth, and I might never do this show again. Tip-top show, was it? All I could see was negativity. That's all I saw. I saw arseholes. That's what I saw. Listen, guys, this isn't the end, okay? I'm going to be back next week, Saturday, 10 till 12. We're going to come back with a bang, okay? Science, no more. Next week, it's not going to be science, but I'll tell you what it's going to be. Bloody brilliant. You've been great, guys. I've been probably better. But what I can say is... this show is something special to me. Sure, it's just a guy in front of a backdrop talking to freaks. But it's much more than that. It's a community and it's a way of life. And all I've got to say is thank you. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for joining me in advance next week. Of course, as Shy Talk said earlier, we're going to go and raid Terry if you want to join me. It's a bit of a tradition. I'm going to be watching it anyway, so you might as well come and join me. Let's go and spread some love. Let's go and spread some chaos. But most importantly, let's go and spread some butter on some toast of life. You've been great. I've been better. Thank you. He will probably do his bad impression of me. Yeah. That's just a fact of life. Cheers, guys. See you later. Top stuff. Bye for now.